Hello friends, it's Heather, and today I thought I would show you how to create a favicon. And a favicon for your blog is just this little image here, icon at the top of the tabs and on the address. So when someone goes to visit your blog, this little image will be more of a representation of your blog. And that way when they see that, they'll think, oh, that's Heather's blog, or, your blog. Uh, so the B here, that's what we all recognize as blogger, and like Etsy or Etsy has the E, and eBay has its own little image. Like look at this little one here for Google. I also wanted to talk to you about the blog hop that's going to be going on at Gecko Gal starting on the 27th of October, running through the 31st. Leanne, who owns Gecko Gals, is being very generous. Is going to give one lucky winner a free year of ephemera sets, which you'll see I use them a lot to do a lot of my scrapbooking and paper art creations. I did create this blinky here using GIMP, and if you would like to help spread the word about our blog hop, you can visit this post here on my blog. And you can get this blinky by just copying and pasting this information here into a HTML JavaScript gadget on your blog. And then if you do that and help us spread the word, all you have to do is then go to my next post. And there you will see that you can leave me a comment that says, hey Heather, come check out my blog. I got your blinky on there, trying to help spread the word. And then I will use my listed comments and use random.org to choose one of you to win a free blinky for your blog that I will create, with you. So I'll help you, I'll go to your blog and look at it and design something that'll match your blog. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and shrink this and this one, and we're going to go to File in GIMP and New. My image is going to be 200 high by 200 wide, and it's going to have the advanced options at 300 pixels. And as long as this is linked, if you just change the 72 to a 300 like I did here, this one will automatically change. And you'll see I already have my background color to transparency, but all you have to do is hit this window and hit transparency. And I meant this arrow, sorry. Click OK. Now I have my background all ready to go. I'm going to start out with the bucket fill tool, and I'm going to find my patterns. This is my pattern box with all my different patterns that I have. And whenever you first open GIMP for like the first time, your bucket fill will be set to foreground color to fill, which would be this box here. And the BG is for the background fill color, which would be this one here. And then pattern fill, we'll choose one of your patterns, and all you have to do is click on your pattern, whichever you want, and it'll show up there and it'll dump it in for you. So I'm going to use this leopard pattern. I move my patterns all the way, my jewels, and then I'm just going to click. Now I'm going to create a new layer. By going to the Layers menu, click on New Layer. Create a new layer will show up, and I want my background to be transparent, and I hit OK. I'm going to make sure that this layer is highlighted, and if I wanted to move this one below this layer, all I have to do is hit this little green arrow and it moves it down. And as long as this one's highlighted, that's the one that will move. Otherwise, if you highlight this one, it's the one that moves. And since I only have 2 layers, it's kind of silly right now to even do that, but just so you can see that. Alright, if your layers box is not showing up, all you have to do is go to Windows, Dockable Dialogues, and go to Layers, or you can hit Control L as well. Alright, I'm going to get my paintbrush tool, and I'm going to make sure that I'm on the new transparent layer, and I've already selected this paintbrush right here, which is a rose that I painted actually in GIMP, and it's one of the very first things I did in GIMP. Pretty much before I was playing around too much and all I did was just paint images. I'll have to do a tutorial on that on another time because it's very time consuming, but a lot of fun. Alright, I'm also going to go now to the text tool and just left click that, and you'll see that my Baroque script is up here, but if I wanted to choose a different script or font, I could just go to my font box, and again you can get this through the Windows Dockable Dialogues and font somewhere. It's in here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to get that out of the way because I have the one I want. And I'm going to go with black, but if I wanted to change that color, I could just left click. The text color box would show up, and I could change this color and just save it here by hitting this little arrow. But I want black, and I'm going to hit OK. And sorry, you might hear my children. They're getting ready for bed and yelling at each other. So sorry about that. I'm going to go back here to my text tool, and I'm going to just type in the letter H, capital H, and put close. And now I'm going to move this up here, and I'm going to move it a little bit more. And I'm pretty happy with that. Hit close. Alright, now I'm going to right click, edit. I'm going to go copy visible. And so that's going to copy everything that's visible here. And I'm going to create a new layer. And my new layer box will show up. Make sure it's transparent. And now I'm going to be on this, and I'm going to edit, and I'm going to paste. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and close the little eye so none of these are visible. And now you know I'm just working on this floating, which is the image here that I pasted. I'm going to go to my scale tool, which you'll see that's a scale tool. I'm just going to click here, and you'll see that this is 200 by 200, which is the original image. And it's linked, so that's good. If it was unlinked, if I changed one, then it would only change the width and not the height too. And we want them to both change at the same time, so they're scaled in the right proportion. So I'm going to change this to 25 because we're going to use a 25 by 25 pixel for our favicon. Now we got this tiny little image, and I'm going to right click, edit, and I'm just going to use copy. Now I'm going to right click, edit, and paste as new image. And now I have this new image that shows up over here, and it's super tiny. But this is the one that we're going to use. I'm going to go to File. I'm going to save as, and I'm going to save it as Heather's Favicon 2, because I've done this video a couple different times. Oh, and you'll notice I forgot to put the JPEG, so it saved it as an XCF file, which is fine, but I need to save it again then. Here we go, as a JPEG. So you just leave the period there and do a JPG, and then hit enter. And it says your image should be exported before being saved. Okay, so we'll export it. Alright, here we go. And I'm going to have it show a preview right here. And it's, oh, you're not, well, it's the same one, doesn't really matter. But you'll see here that it's 0.7 kilobytes. I guess that's what the KB is. I don't actually know. But we need to have it under 1 in order for it to show up on our favicon in the blog. So what you would do is you would just use these buttons here, and you would look at your image and just go up or down to make sure that this number here changes to where it's below 1 kilobyte. I sure hope that's what it is, otherwise I'm going to sound pretty silly. But I never said I was a technical genius, so there you go. I'm going to save this, and we should be good to go. I'm going to get that out of the way, and I'm going to go back over here to my blog, and let's go back up and design. And you'll see that I'm going to edit this because I had already edited it once. I'm going to remove that one. Browse, and I'm going to go in here. I'm going to click an H, and hopefully it'll show up. There we go. And save it. And then save, view blog. And actually it's not going to show up the first couple times. You have to kind of do it a couple different times because your browser will save. But if you go through and you clear out your settings, you should be good to go. And let me see if I can real quick before I run out of time here. View blog, and let's see, make this one, yeah, you can see it right here on this one. So that's pretty much how you create your favicon and add it to your blog. And I hope this was fun for you, and this, you can change it out whenever you like. Thanks. Bye.